where is Ukraine saying that these aircraft have been shot down? Which area? Have they mentioned where this happened? Was it eastern Ukraine or somewhere else?
No, there are several.
Different.
I'm sorry. I will be without video for one moment so that I can read the new information.
Sure.
So the military says that the strikes were on the airport. It's Borispil, it's Kulbankin, which is Mykolaiv Oblast in the south, Kyiv, which is Kharkiv Oblast to the east, Kramatorsk, which is Donbas region, and Chernobyivka, which is Kherson, so also in the southern part of Ukraine. So about these 5 military planes, so new detail, 5 military planes and 1 military helicopter of Russian forces was shot over Luhansk Oblast. So I'm back with you with video, and also I want you to show again what's happening. So the buses are going from the office of the president. This is the military, not military, but police bus, and I guess they're going somewhere to evacuate. So right now also I will also go again without the video so that I can read the latest news. I'm sorry, the latest news goes so that the martial law has been declared in Ukraine. Just this moment, 300 votes of MPs during the extraordinary meeting of parliament just now, right now. This is what is happening in Kyiv. So I'm back with you with video. So
let's put Maria back on it.
Declared in Kyiv.
Maria, I'm sorry, just a clarification. What was that sound we just heard behind you? Was that some kind of a siren?
You know, I guess I didn't hear it. It sounds maybe, you know, one moment. So it's calm now. No, I heard the sound of siren, but it was in my airport, and no sounds of sirens in the street. So there have not been any siren for like several for an hour. So that's the one thing. And
this is
the siren was 2 hours ago, I guess, heard in the city center, but not now.
But
yes,
you know, Maria, this is huge. This is huge. Ukraine claiming that 5 aircraft have been shot down, you know, in Kharkiv Oblast and several other places, like you were just pointing out. There are pictures that have, you know, that are out on Ukrainian social media, which we'll have on our, you know, on our screens in just a moment. You know, is there any reason to believe that this may not be true, or do you think that these are facts that are coming out? Of course, a lot of disinformation comes out during conflict, Maria. You know that very well. But is there any reason? Can you give us a realistic assessment, personally speaking, on whether it must be true that 5 aircraft have been shot down?
Right. I guess according to the information I get, according to what I see on
and the pictures you're talking about are on our screen right now, Maria. Yes, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. Nice. So these pictures were released by the official law enforcement. So I think that it can be trusted. So it's right now on Vasylkivska Street, which is, I guess, about 10 kilometers from the city center, and there is no, you know, reasons to not to believe these pictures, these exact pictures, and the information about military aircraft shot by Ukrainian army also seem true, because it was reported by, again, the official body, so the defense ministry, and also what we have seen, the information about the explosions heard in different parts of Ukraine proves this fact, because there were official also informations about explosions above these places where the airports, where other military bases are located in Kyiv. So I guess no need to doubt this information. Again, it's coming from official sources, and we're waiting for some more information.
Maria, I just wanted to share something with you. Maria, I just wanted to share something with you because, you're live with me, so, you may not be able to read all of the news feeds that are coming to you. I apologize for that, but it's important that you're with us because we're telling this story live and it's very, very valuable to us and our viewers. We are, the most watched channel in India at the moment. The Russian Defense Ministry, Maria, has just put out a statement claiming that Ukrainian air defense has been neutralized. This is Russia's official agency TASS, which says that Ukrainian air defense has been neutralized. So you've got these two big claims, and we've got pictures on our screen of what the Ukrainian government is claiming to be aircraft parts after they were shot down in different parts of the country. This is getting more dangerous. It's becoming more belligerent, Maria. You've got the Ukrainian government saying we've shot down 5 aircraft. You've got the Russians now putting out an official statement saying we have neutralized Ukrainian air defense.
Yeah, you know why they are saying this way? Because it's because they've targeted the military the military airports, airdromes. Yes, this is why they are saying that it was neutralized, because this was the aim, the target, yes, of all these airstrikes. So yes, technically Ukrainian aircraft can't, take off because their airdromes were neutralized, but Ukrainian army is still okay, in the perfect state, in perfect morale, and we've seen the information from the military defense that Ukrainian army is working, and you can see now the fire brigade going also in the city center. I guess they were patrolling the streets near Verkhovna Rada, where the extraordinary parliamentary meeting was taking place just moments ago. So in the same time, you can see like cars with Ukrainian flags and also people walking their dogs. So people do not know what to do, I guess. So they try to do something to walk the dogs. Somebody going with their backpacks in the street. So that's a bit about the situation in the street. So again, I'm going off with my camera to read some news which are now have come now by the center of this of combating the disinformation. So the official source, the emergency service of Ukraine informs that there were shelling of airport in Lutsk. So it's the western part. From the Belarusian side, there were also the invasion and militaries coming from the Belarusian side. So airport in Lutsk, then also fires in Poltava and Cherkasy Oblast. It's the center of Kyiv, not Kyiv, sorry, Ukraine. Also Zhytomyr Oblast, it's to the west from Kyiv. Ivano-Frankivsk, also the shelling of military unit based in Ivano-Frankivsk. It's one more information. Khmelnytska Oblast, Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. It's Khmelnytska is also the west. Dnipropetrovsk is the central part of Ukraine, and also Vinnytska Oblast. It's the central part of Ukraine. So this is what we see. Also in Lutsk, they have blown up the television, not like station, like communication center, and also there is a fire close to the military unit based in Brovary, and the forces have also captured 2 small towns, Horodyshe and Milove in Luhansk Oblast. So it was also reported by the Center of Disinformation of Ukraine, so it's the official source. One more thing I wanted to show again, in the streets, people going with their belongings, and there are also people trying to stock up on water, going far. You can see there a person going with water bottles. So people are trying to do something to be prepared for the cutting off the water supplies and any other situation which can be the reality in the coming days. So that's the information for now. The recent update is, again, the martial law has been declared by Verkhovna Rada. Yesterday there was declared only The emergency state and today already martial law because of the real invasion Russia is conducting right now on Ukrainian territory. And as you see, the information about the strikes in several cities is even worse because the strikes are all over the country, and it is actually a shock for me because like several half an hour ago I saw that there were 3 strikes on 3 parts of Ukraine, and now I've seen this list which I've just read for you yes a moment ago, and it's really striking, shocking, and nobody actually could believe that Russia would go a long way and target even Lutsk, even Ivano-Frankivsk, because there were also jokes to go to Ivano-Frankivsk to flee from Kyiv in advance. But as we see, nothing really helps, and Russia is all out, which is just shocking and terrifying as we speak. I'm shocked, really. Yeah.
I just want you to talk me through what you're processing in your mind right now, Maria, because in the last couple of hours, am I right in saying that things have, very, very rapidly gone out of control? You're on the streets of Kiev right now. There's not much happening. Is it always like this? Is panic setting in?
I guess a little signs of panic, yes, are still here because it's too quiet for 8 in the morning. Which day is today? Is Thursday, yes, working day. So I guess people really understand that there is a bigger threat than ever before, and the threat is not hypothetical; it's the real one, and has already happened, and we do not know what can happen more, what can happen again. Will Russia go with more strikes, and what to expect? So in my mind, I am just trying to focus on reporting and understanding that I have to pack better my emergency backpack in order to be ready to go somewhere. So I can't see people going in crowds to bomb shelters or to metro station, which is supposed to be a part of it's kind of a substitute for bomb shelters. So no panic about that. We will see later what's going on there, but I guess people are doing their thing. For example, withdrawing money from ATMs, buying water, packing for now, and not going and staying in the metro station, just waiting for nobody knows what. So that's the situation right now.
You're seeing people, Maria, you're saying that you're seeing people walk into metro stations. You're seeing people, move towards. Are you anywhere close to a metro station? Can you, perhaps show us what that looks like?
Not yet. I guess I need like 15 minutes to get there. I can feel. I have a feeling that not much people are there right now because people want to do something now. To prepare for later if something would be. Useful and important for now. So I can go to metro station like in I guess several 15 minutes and see what's happening there. Maybe we will also get by the time the information from official law enforcement, or maybe the president, maybe the new address will appear. So I will provide you with new updates. And for now, I would ask you to give me a chance, yes, to go and to read news and to go to the metro station. So all updates for now. See you, I guess, in several minutes, in a moment. Okay?
That sounds fine. Stay safe, Maria. I know this is a very, very difficult time. I'm going to give you some time to get to that metro station. Please be completely safe. We care about your safety. We care about the safety of all the people around you. With all the precautions, please try and get to a metro station so you can give us a sense of what's happening over there. We'll connect with Maria once again in 15 minutes. I'm bringing in my colleague Ankit Kumar, who's been tracking all the reactions coming in from Russia and NATO. He's with me. He's the one who's brought us this big news break. Ankit, the channels between Russia and Ukraine have completely broken down now. we are seeing fog of war claims taking place on both sides. You had Ukraine a few minutes ago, Ankit, say that they've shot down 5 Russian aircraft, and you now have the Russians say, according to you and TASS, that they have eliminated and neutralized the air defense of Ukraine.
Well, what has been happening since morning, Shiv, is a flurry of claims and counterclaims. What Ukraine has claimed is that they have shot down 5 fighter jets. Now what we know is that those fighter jets were Su-24. Now, soon after Ukraine's claim, a fresh claim has been made by Russian state media. That being said, that all of Ukraine air defense systems have been taken down. They have been made defunct. They have felt severe attacks from the surface-to-surface air missiles deployed by Russia. Now, if I can show you the map around here, we have, for past several weeks, we have been witnessing 3-pronged deployment from Russian forces. To the north, there is Belarus. In the middle, there is Western Russia. Somewhere here is the area of Belgorod. This area of Belgorod has been the focal point of today's attack. And then we have parts of Crimea where Russia has been deploying a lot of forces. What has happened earlier today is that first Belgorod took the offensive, entered into Ukrainian territory with surface-to-surface missiles. Now what Russia has been claiming is that through this posture, they have been able to take down Ukrainian air defense systems completely. Now we have been hearing a lot from NATO alliances that over past 8 years, Ukraine has procured a lot of air defense system that should be able to at least protect Ukraine from a massive Russian onslaught. That seems to not have happened as of now. Of course, this is a claim made by Russian state media, so we know we have to take it with a bit of pinch of salt. But the claim that is being made by several agencies also, and some unverified footage that shows severe damage caused at several air-based systems in Ukraine. Soon after this aerial attack, the surface-to-surface and surface-to-air attacks by those cruise missiles, what has happened is that we have witnessed a lot of infantry-based attacks from this area of along Belarus border. This is the northern part of Ukraine, and we have seen build-up here for past several weeks. There is a joint build-up of Belarusian force along with the Russian forces. We have also seen S-400 missiles deployed, anti-defense system deployed here. What those air defense systems can do is they can not only target targets in the air, they can also hit targets on the ground. So we do not know whether those systems have been used or not, but what we are hearing is, between claims and counter-claims, is that Ukraine at least has faced several damage as far as air defense is concerned.
Ankit, stay with me. I just want to, introducing back onto our coverage, Gaurav Sawant, who's in Donbass, only Indian journalist in Donbass right now, reporting from there at a time when things have escalated to the maximum possible extent. Also joining us live, Gaurav, is Lieutenant General B.S. Jaswal, former Northern Commander of the Indian Army. I can tell you that every defense veteran, every military personnel, every military person in the country right now has their eyes trained in many ways on what's happening in Ukraine. They're defending our country, but they're also looking at what could potentially be another global conflict. Gaurav and Lieutenant General Jaswal, welcome back to our coverage. Just want to tell all of our, tell all of our viewers that we're currently the most watched coverage here in India of what's happening in Ukraine, and the facts speak for themselves because we've got the only journalist on the ground where the action is actually happening. War is a terrible thing, but Gaurav, India Today, fearlessly reporting from the ground in Donbass. We've been hearing shelling behind Gaurav, through the day as well. Gaurav, situation on the ground has spiked dramatically in the last 40 minutes, with Ukraine claiming it has shot down 5 aircraft of Russia. Russia saying they've completely neutralized air defense of Ukraine. Any air activity that you're seeing around you, Gaurav, anything to suggest that air power has now become the main player?
Shiv, as of now, if you just look around, there's a very thick blanket of clouds where we are, and no sound of fighter jets, at least in this part of Mariupol, Donbass region where we are. But Shiv, we are hearing explosions very frequently now. In fact, just a few moments ago, there were a series of explosions to my left, and just a couple of minutes ago, a couple of explosions to the right. So where we are in the heart of Mariupol at this point of time. This is about 20 kilometers from the front lines of the battle, where we were reporting from yesterday, where the Russian soldiers were barely 3 kilometers from the trenches of the Ukrainian army, and now major restrictions have been put in place on movement. But there have been a number of explosions that have been heard in Mariupol today. That's point one. Point two, if 5 aircraft, as is being reported by the Ukrainian government now, have been shot down, it marks a very, very major escalation in this conflict. And the intelligence inputs that seem to indicate that there are a number of tanks that are just poised to cross the border, come into this place, take control of this city of Mariupol and the entire belt around here, the steel belt. That then would just be a matter of hours, depending on the kind of resistance that Ukraine is able to put up to Russia. But the point that you had raised, Shiv, which is extremely critical, is air defense. Russia enjoys tremendous air superiority over Ukraine, and Ukraine has been seeking NATO and European countries' help to strengthen its air defenses. It remains to be seen how long will they be able to hold on, because again we are hearing some kind of a sound from that direction in terms of whether these are explosions or this is some other kind of activity remains to be seen, Shiv. At this point of time, let me for the benefit of our viewers, let me just tell you what's happening around here. We are in Mariupol. Mariupol is in the Donbas region. Donetsk and Luhansk are two places for which both Russia and Ukraine are engaged in a fierce battle. 30% of Donetsk and Luhansk are in Russia's control, 70% in Ukraine's control. Now both sides, Ukraine wants to take the remaining 30%, Russia wants to take the remaining 70%. But are these military operations going to be restricted in terms of boots on ground only to Donbas region where we are reporting from right now, or will they extend? We are hearing reports of blasts in Kyiv, the national capital. We are hearing reports of blasts that are taking place, and we've seen images of blasts in Kharkiv. I'm in touch with the people in Kharkiv, and they are saying that there have been a series of explosions, and Kharkiv again becomes extremely critical to the Russian operations. Why? In the east, this is the entire eastern belt of Ukraine, and this is where people who stay here have a lot of sympathy with Russia. If this belt is taken away, or if this belt sees a lot of conflict, or it sees airborne operations of Russian forces on ground here behind enemy lines, this would actually be a major disaster for Ukraine. But will that actually happen, or is that just being war gamed in the weeks in the past, remains to be seen. Point one. Point two, this is also the breadbasket of Europe, this entire belt. It produces a lot of grain. There are also steel factories and steel mills here. A lot of coal mining happens in this area. So economy of this area, of this country, also depends a lot on this region. Will that be adversely impacted should this conflict escalate in the days and weeks ahead? That is extremely critical. Two bits of information. Ukraine is seeking Europe's help to strengthen its air defenses against a Russian air assault. At the same time, Ukraine is claiming that it has shot down 5 aircraft and helicopters of Russia. We do not know in which part has this happened. We will be reporting on that as more clarity emerges in this fog of war. But once again, we hear a lot of ambulances, or we hear sirens and fire brigades. Right behind me, you hear fire brigades moving in this area. You hear sirens in this area, which means the explosions did lead to some kind of a fire in some part. We see a lot of movement of fire brigades happening right now in Mariupol. So somewhere down the line, the indication is, Shiv, that an escalation is taking place. And the Russian President Vladimir Putin, he made one thing very clear, Shiv. His intention is to remove the Nazi regime, the neo-Nazis from Ukraine. Easier said than done, given the resistance that may come from the nationalists here, led by President Zelensky and his government, Shiv.